Hello and welcome to this program about historic Philadelphia. I'm Casey. In this program, I'm going to take you on a virtual tour and show you the importance of Philadelphia in the United States history. My journey to explore the historic Philadelphia started on a Saturday, and I was traveling on I-95 towards the center city, Philadelphia. Philadelphia is also known as a city of brotherly love. It was founded in 1682 by William Penn, an English Quaker. The city was the capital of the United States 4 times between the years 1776 and 1800. Philadelphia has more than 150 different neighborhoods, each with its own character and attractions. From the historic district to the Benjamin Franklin Parkway, with its many museums, to the Italian market area in the South Philadelphia, the city of neighborhoods can accommodate almost any interest. The City Hall in Philadelphia, built in 1871, is the largest city hall in America and the tallest building constructed without a steel skeleton. Atop the hall, nearly 40 feet, William Penn is the largest statue in the world to grace a building. Free tours of the City Hall are available, and visitors can ride the elevator to the base of Penn's feet and enjoy the panoramic views of the city and the surrounding Delaware Valley. One of the most photographed fountains in Philadelphia is the Swan Memorial Fountain in the Logan Square. This is one of Penn's original 5 squares and was renamed for James Logan in 1825. The Benjamin Franklin Parkway begins at the Kennedy Plaza, runs northwest and ends at the Art Museum. Philadelphia's Museum of Art is located on the 26th Street and Benjamin Franklin Parkway. This is the 3rd largest art museum in the country and is ranked as one of the great museums in the world. A concentrated collection of fine, applied arts spans 2,000 years and fills hundreds of galleries. The lengthy stairs in front of the museum contains a tribute to the movie Rocky, and this spot provides a marvelous panorama of the city. This is a great view of Center City looking from the Art Museum side. Down there where the statue of George Washington stands is the Elkins Oval, named after the famous Philadelphia painter. The Philadelphia Museum of Art is among the largest and most important art museum in the United States. This was established in 1875 and chartered in 1876. Its present building, modeled after a Greek temple, was opened in 1928 and is owned by the city of Philadelphia. The museum complex also includes the Museum College of Art, the Rodin Museum, and 3 colonial houses. The Philadelphia Museum of Art has a collection which ranges from ancient to the modern, which includes the collection of Asian art with objects dating from the 3rd millennium BC to the present. It includes ceramics, sculpture, paintings, and decorative objects, as well as a Japanese ceremonial tea house, a Chinese palace hall, and a celebrated collection of Oriental carpets. The European collections include medieval sculpture, stained glass, and a 13th century French cloister. The Reading Terminal is the nation's oldest continuously operating farmers market. Most visitors come to Chinatown for its restaurants. After World War II, a new wave of immigrants helped transform Chinatown into a family community. In addition to the dozens of Chinese restaurants, there are now several Vietnamese restaurants and a handful of Burmese, Japanese, and Thai eateries located in Chinatown as well. Vegetarians will find several restaurants catering particularly to their needs. The Visitor Center, located 1 block from the Independence Hall, is a terrific place to begin your non-virtual tour of historic Philadelphia. They can supply you with maps in 13 different languages and lots of other tourist and visitor information. At many of the sites, you will find park rangers who will interpret these historic locations for you. As you explore the historic Philadelphia, it will take you back in a time to the days when the Founding Fathers gave birth to a nation on these streets. It will show you the sight, sound, and spirit of the 18th century as you listen to the music of the day, participate in debates with 18th century colonists, join the Continental Army, meet and talk politics with George Washington, Ben Franklin, and Betsy Ross and others, and learn just what it means to be an American. One of the most famous attractions in historic Philadelphia is the Liberty Bell. The tradition tells of a chime that changed the world on July 8, 1776, with the Liberty Bell ringing out from the Tower of Independence Hall, summoning citizens to hear the first public reading of the Declaration of Independence by Colonel John Nixon. One can always expect to see long queue of people patiently waiting to see this historic monument all the time. Philadelphia was the nation's capital between the years 1790 and 1800. During this time, uses of the bell included calling the state legislature into session, summoning voters to hand in their ballots at the State House window, and tolling to commemorate Washington's birthday and celebrate the 4th of July. Independence Hall is, by every estimate, the birthplace of the United States. It was within its walls that the Declaration of Independence was adopted. It was here that the Constitution of the United States was debated, drafted, and signed. Even though the days were very hot in summer of 1787, windows were kept closed so others could not overhear their discussions. One can hire a private horse-drawn carriage for 20 minutes, 30 minutes or 1 full hour and be treated like a royalty. The personal tour guide will whisk you away on a leisurely ride through the historic Philadelphia. These carriages are stationed in front of Independence Hall at the 6th and Chestnut Streets from 10 to 6 p.m. daily and at 2nd and South Streets from 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. nightly. The stately draft horses and the certified drivers make these tours a family favorite by day and a perfect way to enhance a romantic evening. A troupe of professional actors trained in the speech, manners and history of colonial America interprets visitors back to the 18th century with their lively and historically accurate performances. The Philadelphia Mint has the capacity to produce 1.8 million coins an hour, 32 million coins per day, and 13.5 billion coins every year. The first mint was completed in the fall of 1792 in the capital city of Philadelphia. The metal used to strike the first coins at the mint came from the silver in George Washington's household goods. Many citizens of the new nation were deeply suspicious of the federal power. They were accustomed to using coins issued by their own state banks along with various forms of foreign currency. The suggestion of a single federal mint producing a uniform coinage was really disturbing to many of them. As a new capital city was being built along the banks of the Potomac, it was expected that the mint would move there. Yet in 1800, when Washington, D.C. was ready, the government did not have the money to replace what was already an efficient operation. An act of Congress in 1828 ensured that the mint would remain permanently in Philadelphia.